Just 10 miles southeast of Fredericksburg off U.S. Route 17, you'll find some of the sweetest corn you've ever tasted. Emmett Sneed has spent his life on the farm and knows sweet corn like the back of his hand. He grew up selling produce door to door in town while his father ran the family dairy farm. He bought his own property in 1980 and started raising produce.
Most places that grow sweet corn in a big way, like for a supermarket or wherever, canning, to can, have a machine. They machine pick the corn, and it's a one-time pass, which creates a lot of waste. Now, corn is an unusual plant. It's a very productive, and it's a high-end crop, and there's a lot of energy in this stalk. And so when the corn is first ready, we'll pick a corn 3 times. To give you an example, this corn right here is at its peak. So you snap it off the ear, and you shuck it down, and man, that thing's ready to eat. And if you don't believe it, it's even good raw.
Phoebe Jarvis grew up just down the road from Sneed's farm and has been working at the roadside stand for several months. She's served a lot of satisfied customers.
Most people buy like half a dozen. I'd say half a dozen would be a good number for a dinner of 2 people. Just once you start eating it, it's hard to stop. A lot of people just are doing a lot of grilling in the summer, so it's convenient, easy, something you can do outside in the hot weather. Sometimes it's not very much fun to cook in the heated kitchen.
Raising a good crop of sweet corn starts almost a year before harvest, when pumpkins are ripe. Sneed plants a good cover crop in his fields to protect the soil from erosion over the winter and to build up nutrients. In the spring, he drills the corn seeds directly into the cover crop to prevent runoff into nearby creeks and the Chesapeake Bay.
So the second time we come across the field, we'll pick this, what I call the second ear, and that's on the same stalk. And see, if that was picked today, it'd be too soon. For most people, it's got an ear, and that's probably the way some ears would look in a grocery store or someplace where they picked everything at once. But in another 3 days, it would be filled to the tip and fatter and juicier right there. And when you bite into it, it would just squirt all over your face. Right now, it just kind of, it's kind of wimpy.
Sneed says his best land are his parking lots because parking areas bring in people, and people bring in money. The Sneeds operate a community-supported agriculture business that includes several hundred customers, and they work with neighboring farms to assemble a good variety of fresh produce.
You can definitely tell the taste difference, and you can see the difference. It's all fresh and crisp, and it's just delicious and entirely. Store produce is often doesn't have any flavor. It'll be bland or mushy or just doesn't taste real. But you get stuff out here and it's got lots of flavor, and you can notice the difference for sure.
The Sneeds started their farm in 1980 and immediately broke it into 5-acre sites based on soil type. Sneed rotates his crop of corn, asparagus, pumpkins, and other produce around these fields. He says the key to delicious corn is to select the right variety. The older heirloom varieties, which haven't had their flavor bred out in favor of better shipping or storage capabilities, are his favorites. Sneed says heirloom mixed seed is more expensive but offers the best of yellow and white corn combined. He's named his own favorite variety, Sugar and Spice, and takes pride in raising a top-quality crop in small batches.
Of course, it's more work and more labor, and it costs more. But it's so much better and efficient use of the land, the crop, and resources that you put into growing the corn. So you got ready to roll, just about ready, and almost ready. But it's all corn, it's all good, and it's all yummy.
When Sneed's harvest is done, he lightly discs the soil to kill the weeds and then plants buckwheat and sunflowers to start the growing cycle all over again. They also bring in birds, bees, and especially more people to grow his farm tourism operation. It's a win-win-win for his farm, his customers, and the environment. In Caroline County, this is Dave Miller.